All right, everybody, happy Friday. We made it to the end of the work week. I felt like this was a very long week. It was a busy week, so it kind of moved by, but I felt like every single day I had absolutely no idea what day it was until today. I feel like today is one of the most important ones headed into the weekend. But overall, welcome to the Fox 35 Weather Plus. Any Friday, we always ask what your weekend plans are. Write those in the comments, and we will give you a personalized forecast and show your comments a little bit later on in the show. So if you're watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, write in those comments what your weekend plans are, because there are so many holiday events happening this weekend, starting tonight, happening tomorrow. If you are planning on heading out to any of those, definitely let us know. And again, we will happily write you your own personalized forecast for that particular event. Also, write in where you are watching from for this beautiful Friday afternoon. And we also do have our question of the day, so that is also something that you can write in the comments as well. That's one thing that we are really trying to do, is get you guys involved with what we're trying to do here. And again, if you have any questions, any comments, concerns, definitely write them in the comments, because again, we will show your comments coming up a little bit later on in the show. So again, write in where you're watching from, and also answer our question of the day, and what you're doing this weekend as well. Because one thing that I'm going to be doing, I finished all of my Christmas decorating as well as all of my Christmas shopping. So I think one thing that I'm going to be doing this weekend is wrapping. And I definitely need some background noise when I do all of my Christmas wrapping, because I have a lot to do this year. So looking... What is your favorite holiday or Christmas movie? I'm definitely going to need a lot of background noise, so let me know. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Do you have a Christmas movie that you watch every single year with your family? Is there a Christmas movie that just has a good amount of sentimental value to you? Write in what are your favorite Christmas movies or Christmas specials, because I also kind of lump those in one, especially like the little claymation ones. Any Christmas or holiday movie, write those in the comments. Write what your favorite one is, and again, we will show yours coming up a little bit later on in the show. So get writing, and again, write in any weekend plans, where you're watching from. Let's get this party started on this Friday afternoon. Alrighty, so already seeing a bunch of people writing in on our Facebook page. We have Phyllis writing in, Noah, who is right next to me at the end of the desk, writing in, Missy Martin, Grizzle writing in, from Wesley Chapel. Hey everybody, let's go do a quick check on YouTube. Doesn't look like YouTube's writing in quite yet. Yes, we do. Actually, we do have somebody writing in saying, I love Orlando. Hey, welcome to the show. All right, folks, so get those comments in. Again, what is your favorite holiday, Christmas movie, Christmas show that you watch? And I have a couple of different answers to this. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show. But lots of events happening. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but I want to start off with like this big wide scope, because this is what's going to be impacting our weather as we take a look at the next couple of days. So we'll talk big picture for the next couple of minutes as we get started. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll kind of focus a little bit more in for us here in Central Florida. So taking a look, here is the storm tracker radar. This is nationwide, so this is a huge view, because there's going to be a lot happening over the next couple of days. We have this massive cold front right here over Minnesota, backing down towards the Dakotas, and even swinging back towards Montana, and this is going to produce a lot of rain. This is the snow machine that's going to kick over the Great Lakes and possibly bring a good amount of snow once again into Buffalo, New York, and they just had a big snow event last week as well. So if you do have any family up in the northern part of the country, they are most likely going to be getting snow, especially across the northern Midwest, Wisconsin, areas across northern Illinois, Indiana, as well as parts of Ohio and Michigan as well. So now kind of focusing in a little bit more closer to where we are, we have this huge high pressure system that's kind of building in back towards Dallas, but something that we are going to be focusing on in particular is this low pressure system right here in this boundary. So you can kind of see this cold front that's kind of lacing over Jacksonville. This is what's going to act as a barrier. This is what's going to keep us pretty dry through the day today and through the rest of the evening, but also through most of the day tomorrow. So what we're going to be seeing as we kind of pass through time a little bit more is that we're going to continue to see this boundary almost lace more across northern Florida, again, kind of acting as a boundary. This is what's going to warm our temperatures up today, warm our temperatures up tomorrow a little bit more, but then it's going to start to shift. So this cold front here, this is what's going to be pushing through central Florida as we take a look at the next couple of days. So big picture is that as we head through the day tomorrow, areas across Gainesville, Ocala, maybe seeing a couple of scattered showers just because of where this boundary is going to be placed. But also here, we're going to be mainly focusing in on this line that's all the way down here, and this is what's going to be pushing through central Florida as we take a look at the next couple of days. So that's really what we are seeing, and that's what we're going to continue to focus on as we head through the next couple of days, because this is what's going to possibly bring us in that much needed rain that what we've been seeing here, especially across parts of the region closer to the I-75 area. That's what we're going to continue to see, as those areas are already in drought. We're already starting to see, especially here in Orlando, starting to see some of those drier conditions up in Seminole County as well. So we're going to really monitor, especially our rain, as we take a look at Sunday, because Sunday, as all of this kind of over here, over Louisiana, parts of Mississippi, back towards Houston, this is what's going to be swinging down into our region as we take a look at the next couple of days. So Saturday morning looks okay. Saturday afternoon, we may be seeing a couple of scattered showers, but it's once we head into Sunday, mainly targeting late morning into the afternoon. That is why we're going to be seeing that rain on Sunday, and that might put a little bit of a damper on your holiday plans coming up in a little bit. So we'll definitely break that down hour by hour. But for now, taking a look outside, this is our storm tracker radar. It is crystal clear. It's starting to pick up. It's very far away, but you can see some of those showers already kind of making its way over towards Jacksonville. Here we're just seeing a little bit of that noise, but not really seeing anything out there at the moment. So good news right there. If you do have plans for the rest of the day today, and again, we'll kind of go into detail some of the holiday events that are happening tonight, happening tomorrow, because I do have a little bit of a surprise for everyone coming up tomorrow morning. But that's what we're going to be seeing as we take a look at the next couple of days. So lows tonight. If you do have any other plans happening tonight, here are your forecast lows. Forecast lows tonight, drifting down into the low 60s. So if you are planning on heading to any of those holiday events, and again, we'll talk about those coming up next, we're going to see those temperatures fall down into the low mid 60s across the region, and then continuing to rise as we take a look more closer to the Space Coast. Those areas are going to be throughout the mid 60s, and temperatures a little bit higher up towards Gainesville and Ocala, lingering throughout the low 60s. So pretty much low and mid 60s are going to be your lows through the rest of the overnight tonight. Not too bad out there. We are going to start to get a little bit chillier as we take a look at the next couple of days. So here's kind of like what we could be seeing for highs with after that cold front moves through. So we're going to continue to see those temperatures warm up a little bit more, taking a look on Saturday. Sunday, some of that cooler air starts to tap in, and then we see the really cool air really sink into the region. Starting on Monday and then continuing through Tuesday and Wednesday, taking a look a little bit later on in the week, we'll slowly start to see that temperature warm up again, but it's really just going to be that pattern. We warm up, cold front moves through, we cool down, rinse, repeat. It's this time of year in Florida where it kind of just gets a little bit tricky on the timing of when that's going to happen, but that's pretty much going to be the pattern at least through the rest of 2025. Geez, I can't even believe I'm saying that. I did a New Year's Eve story yesterday. It's something that you'll be seeing on New Year's Eve, but I can't believe like New Year's and the holidays are like right around the corner. So definitely a little bit crazy, but we are going to take a quick break. We will be back in about 2 minutes. And if you did not answer the question of the day yet today, what is your favorite Christmas movie or holiday movie? Definitely write that answer in the comments, and we will put that up on our screen coming up in a little bit. So stay tuned. We will be right back, and we'll talk about some of the holiday events happening this weekend. Stick with us. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are going to talk about all of the holiday events that are happening here across Central Florida. And if I missed one, definitely write them in the comments, but also write in the comments where you're from and our question of the day. Do you have a favorite Christmas or holiday movie? Again, probably what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I very much took advantage of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so I have a lot of Christmas wrapping to do and looking for some background noise. So write in your favorite Christmas or holiday movie in the comments, and we'll show them coming up a little bit later on in the show. So that's what we're looking at for your comments, and definitely writing them in. But let's talk about the fun stuff. But before we do that, let's also talk about this as well. We would love to see your photos. So if you are heading to any of the holiday events here across Central Florida and you take a picture and you're like, oh, hey, I want to share this on our social media, also send it to us as well. We would love to see them. We'll post it online. We'll post it on our social medias, as well as maybe even show it on the news. So send photos to fox35stormteam@fox.com or laurel.blanchard@fox.com as well. We love your photos. We love your videos. Anything weather related, or hey, if you do see maybe some snow coming up at the next couple of days, again, lots of holiday events happening. We would love to see them. Might not be seeing actual snow, but definitely the sudsy kind as we take a look at the next couple of days. So breaking down, here are most of the holiday events that are happening in across the region. Lake Eola Christmas tree lighting. We'll start there because that is happening tonight. Downtown Orlando, 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. We're going to see those temperatures lingering throughout the upper 70s as we take a look at around 6 p.m. And then once we head through the night, those temperatures slowly starting to fall into the low 70s and upper 60s. With this event right here, it is going to be amazing. I went this past Sunday morning, to the farmers market that they have, and they are going to be having a special Merry Market tonight for this Christmas tree lighting. They are going to be having all of the Christmas lights around Lake Eola lit up. It is going to be so much fun, so exciting, and that's what we're going to be seeing there. Taking a look also tonight, Lake Mary Holiday in the Park, 6 to 9 p.m. It's going to be so much fun. Couple of passing clouds, a little bit breezy, and already Lake Mary is covered in Christmas lights, but the official tree lighting happening tonight, and there is going to be Santa, there's going to be an ice rink there. It's going to be such a blast, and all of the lights are synchronized to music, so every 30 minutes or so, the lights are going to dance to the music that's playing, which is very cool. All right, let's keep it going, because we also have some rain to talk about. So forecast lows through the overnight tonight, falling down into the mid-60s, low 60s if you're closer to the coast, or higher on the I-75. Weekend forecast. We talked about that rain that's going to be moving in. We're going to time that out in just a few minutes. But it's going to be cloudy on Saturday, maybe a scattered shower here and there, but Sunday is when we could be seeing those scattered showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms pushed in. We'll talk about that and the timing of that in just a second. But if you were here the past couple of minutes, I mentioned that I had a surprise, and it does have to do with the Winter Park Christmas Parade. So Winter Park Christmas Parade happening tomorrow morning. That is going to be emceed by John Brown, and we are broadcasting it on Fox 35 and streaming on Fox 35 web on Orlando, and also Fox Local as well. So we're going to have so much fun out there. John Brown's emceeing. Our entire crew is going to be out there, and I'm going to be riding in the Thunder Truck. So that is what we are going to see if you are planning on heading to the Winter Park Christmas Parade as we take a look at tomorrow. So clouds, sun, maybe a little bit more clouds than sun, but it will be warm. I don't know if anyone was there last year, but it was freezing. Those temperatures were in like the low 50s. I was literally chasing a sunspot around the entire time because it was the only way to stay warm. But overall, it's going to be a very fun time. So come on out, say hi, and definitely give me a wave if you see me in the Thunder Truck. All right, so Connor Kane wrote in on Facebook, how about Fort Myers for Sunday, thunderstorm and rain chances? Connor, great question. So here's the full breakdown of what you can expect for the next couple of days and through the weekend. A couple of scattered showers trying to sneak their way in as we take a look early tomorrow morning, right around 4:30 p.m. And then this boundary is going to almost sink down more towards Central Florida, bringing in a couple of scattered showers. Sunday, 5 p.m., the rain is going to stick up towards Jacksonville and the border of Florida and Georgia. And we're going to continue to see that rain push a little bit further in as we take a look at about 3 a.m. on Sunday. Widespread showers, nothing crazy there, but it's once we head into Sunday afternoon is where we could be seeing some of those thunderstorms. So let me back up a little bit so I can also get Connor from Fort Myers in here as well. So we can see that rain kind of drifting down towards the I-4 corridor, but most of the rain is really staying I-4 and north is where we're going to be seeing the majority of that rain. A couple of thunderstorms possibly picking up as we take a look at your Sunday evening. And as that boundary kind of drifts down, Connor, for you in Fort Myers, you may be seeing a couple of scattered showers very late Sunday night into early Monday morning, but you may also see a couple of scattered showers, but it doesn't really look like Fort Myers is going to be continuing to see those showers. But really you might just have a small chance, but it's really going to be late Sunday night and early Monday morning. More towards Orlando, seeing those temperatures continuing to fall after that frontal boundary moves through as you see that much cooler air starting to set in. So that's what we're looking at big picture. If you do have any plans on Sunday, maybe move them inside just because we're going to be seeing those scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms throughout the day. Probably best if you do have any plans, make sure they're inside just in case for sure. Theme parks, again, if you're planning on heading there on Sunday, just be careful, especially because we could be seeing a couple of thunderstorms kind of nestled in those areas. Just make sure you are being careful with that. But as for rain totals, kind of all just depending on if you get hit with some of those heavier showers or not. And after this, we'll take a quick break, so heads up for that. That'll be our last chance to get in on our comment section, but overall, Gainesville over to Jacksonville is probably where we're going to be seeing the heaviest showers. Down towards Orlando, down to Tampa, we could be seeing about an inch of rain, and then also, again, Connor in the comments writing in from Fort Myers, you may be getting a little bit, I would say you probably about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch at most if you do get some of those heavier showers. But that's what we're looking at, especially for rain totals from our drought monitor. We need the rain, especially if you're closer to the I-75 corridor, but also those people who got flooded, especially in central Lake County, in Brevard County. This is the latest. So this gets updated every Thursday, and this was updated from yesterday. And we're already starting to see those areas that got bombarded with those emergency flood warnings in central Lake County and Brevard County now starting to get in on those drought conditions. They almost had too much rain for a second, and now they're starting to even out. So we're really going to be monitoring those areas in particular as we head through the next couple of days. So here's the drought monitor. We are in a good dose of rain, myself especially, because my yard is absolutely fried. So we're going to be very much welcoming this rain as we take a look at the next couple of days. Stick around. We're going to show your comments here on the screen, as well as take a look at your 7-day forecast. So you can get ready for the weekend and the week ahead coming up. All right, everybody, welcome back. It is time for you to chime into the conversation. I've been going through our comments on Facebook and on YouTube, seeing a lot of people saying hello, where they are watching from, but also a couple of answers to our question of the day, which is, do you have a favorite Christmas or holiday movie? I'm looking for some background music while I am definitely wrapping all of my Christmas shopping this past weekend and this past week. So overall, we have seen a couple of them. Meteorologist Noah Bergeron next to me on the desk. Home Alone is the only right answer, followed by Elf. That is a bold statement there, sir. Bold statement. I agree, but I think I have a better answer. Robert also saying that he is retired and his favorite Christmas movie is The Santa Claus. That is one of my favorites, and I really liked the sequel show that they did last year. Leslie writing that her favorite is Elf. I just watched Elf. That is a family tradition of mine to watch Elf after Thanksgiving, and that is when we take all of our Christmas decorations down. Missy Grizzle watching in, saying hello. Noah also watching in, saying hello, seeing a couple of people on YouTube saying I love Orlando. Linda Rorick writing in from Ocala and taking a look on our Facebook page as well. William saying, how was your day? My day's been going great. Phyllis saying good afternoon, Florida. Happy to have you here, Phyllis. And Noah also saying that Christmas Vacation is an honorable mention. Sure. Okay, one of my favorite Christmas movies is, I have to say, the Santa Clauses are probably up there. Also, another one, Christmas Vacation, is a good one for sure. Home Alone is also a good one, but I do love White Christmas. White Christmas is one of my favorites. Also, one of my favorites is Santa Clauses, I think, for sure, but not Santa Claus 1. Santa Claus 2, it's the one with Jack Frost in it. I absolutely love that one, and I feel the same way about Home Alone as well. Home Alone Lost in New York is one of my favorites. So that is what I am looking at for our comments, seeing the people write in. My goodness. Okay, Noah's asking, say, pick a number one. If I had to pick a number one Christmas movie... Okay, actually, not a Christmas movie, but the claymation ones, because I did say that is included. A Year Without Santa Claus. The claymation Santa Claus movie. So that is, I think I'm locking in on that one. So that is, thanks everybody for writing in what your favorite Christmas or holiday movie is. I will definitely be using that. And of course, again, if you are heading to any of the holiday events happening here across Central Florida, definitely write those into your comments, as well as sending us photos. We love getting your photos, so please keep them coming. We absolutely love to see them, just so you getting out and about here in Florida. All right, has been waiting for... Oops. There we go. All right, here's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Here is your 7-day forecast for the next couple of days. We're going to be a little bit on a roller coaster through the next couple of days, so that's what we're looking at. Temperature is going to be throughout the low 80s as we take a look over the next few. And actually, let me do this real quick. There we go. So you can actually see those numbers right there. Here's what we're looking at. Seeing those temperatures lingering right around the low 60s for lows, lingering throughout the 50s after that cold front moves through. But let's take you through Saturday first. Temperatures lingering right around 80 degrees for tomorrow. 30% chance of scattered showers, seeing those scattered showers starting to move in throughout the afternoon. And then once we head into the evening, maybe the possibility of a few more starting to move in as we take a look on Sunday as well. Sundays, when we start to see that cooler air move in, the majority of that cloud cover kind of limiting our temperatures tomorrow. And that's what's going to be leading to maybe some thunderstorms kind of nestled in to those storms. That's what we're going to be watching, especially on Sunday. Monday, more of the same. Frontal boundary continuing to push through, and the cooler air is going to start to kick in. So with that, temperature is going to be dropping. We're going to see those temperatures drop into the low 70s, and we're going to stay in the low 70s and even in the upper 60s Tuesday and Wednesday as that high pressure kind of rebounds back into the region. Thursday, Friday, we slowly start to warm back up. It's kind of, again, this big roller coaster as we take a look at the next couple of days. And one last thing, because I just saw this right in, Timothy Williams coming in from Facebook, writing in what I would say is a little controversial. Favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I would say it is because it does happen on Christmas Eve. So, good, Timothy, I will absolutely give you that one. Good movie. good movie right there. All right, so that is what we're looking at for your 7-day forecast. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you to everyone for watching in. Hope you have a great weekend. Tune in later on tonight to see Noah. I'll be on tomorrow morning, bright and early, with Good Day Orlando, TJ, Hannah. I'm going to be joining John Brown, David Martin tomorrow morning at the Winter Park Christmas Parade. So make sure you either come on out and say hi, or if you're just going to be, staying inside, watch Fox 35 tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting show for sure. And then I'll be on later on tomorrow night to talk about all the rain that's coming in on Sunday. All right, everyone, have a wonderful and safe weekend. If you have the chance, especially on Sunday when it's on the grosser side outside, maybe watch one of your favorite Christmas movies. All right, everyone, have a great one, and we'll see you later. Same time, same place, all next week, 3 to 3:30, Facebook, YouTube, and on Fox Local. Have a good one.